Okay, let me give you guys another example. So given this function here, f of x equals x squared minus 2x minus 15, I want to know what f of let's say f of 3x. What does this new function look like? Okay, so to do this here, try to understand this function. What would this function look like? So roughly sketch it. So it will be something like this. Hang on. When x is small, it wants to do this. So it will have an intercept of minus 15, a gradient of minus 2x. Well, gradient of minus 2. So let's say 15 is here, minus 15, and the gradient of minus 2, let's guess it to be like this. So it's going to cross it's going to cross the x-axis somewhere. It's going to do something like this. And to find out this point and this point here, you would factorize the whole thing here. And I've done a whole section on this. So look at watch the quadratic equation section. So here, to factorize this here, two numbers multiplied together gives me 15. I'm going to use 3 and 5. And you have to be able to create the minus 2. So when you come to factorize this, it will look something like this. X bracket minus 5, and then x plus 3. You see, this thing here is exactly the same as this thing here. So it's like me saying I can actually write f of x equals this thing here, because this is exactly the same as this. Okay, so by looking at this here, you can see that one root is negative 3. Okay, so this here is negative 3 at this point here, and this point here is positive 5. So this point here is 5. And then to work out this point here, the lowest point that this could be is well, you've got to complete the square on this one. So well, to work out this point here, you would have to do this. Hang on. You would complete the square. So you would look at this here, and you can see that you're going to need half of this. So again, if you don't understand what I'm talking about now, you've got to watch the section on quadratic equations. So it's going to be something squared, and then I'm going to need half of this. So half of this would be 1. So it's going to be minus 1 squared, and then I'm going to minus 1 times minus 1, that would be positive 1. So I need to take away that rubbish, and then take away 15 here. Okay, and then so this whole thing here is the same as this thing here. Okay, now I'm just going to need to merge these two together. So this will be x minus 1 squared, and then minus 16. You see, another way of writing this function here is doing it like this. So from this here, you can actually tell you can actually locate the minimum point, and the minimum point is when this thing is at its lowest. So in this case, it's when it's at 1. Okay, and then this bit here is minus 16. So basically, from this one function here, you can jump to this graph here. You can use the technique earlier to work out that it crosses minus 3, it crosses at 5, and the lowest point is this. Okay, but now come to the crux of the question. I want to know what f of 3x will look like. Okay, so when given well, because so this here is f of x. Now you want to find out f of 3x. Now when you have something in the form of f of, let's say, kx here, everything will get squeezed inwards. Okay, so it will get squeezed inwards here, but by how much? You see, let's say this is 3 here. So because we are investigating 3x here, it means it's going to get squashed by a third. So basically, you split this into 3 parts. You see, this point here will move into this point here. Okay, and then the 5, because of the 3, split into 3 equal parts here, and then this point here will move into here. So yeah, so everything, so it's a bit like this here. Hang on, let me just mark this bit here. Split into 3 parts here, and then this one into 3 parts here. So this point here will actually move into here, and this point here should move into here. Okay, so everything's getting squeezed in. So for example, see this, hang on, see this half here? I'm going to squeeze this, okay? Because we are trying to investigate this function here. What this will look like in comparison to this, and because of this 3, everything's going to get squashed. Well, it's going to get squashed inwards. Okay, so let me illustrate this. So here, so I've got to squash this. Hang on, 1, 2, 3 here. I've got to move this point to here. So this will be left hand side here. So this will be, hang on, oops, hang on, left hand side here, hang on. So now I'm going to move it in. So the new function would look something like this. Okay, and then on the right hand side, it will be, hang on, let me split it into 3 equal parts here. The right hand side will also get squashed as well. So it will be this, hang on. So your new function will look something like that. Okay, by the way, there is a better technique to find out this new the equation of this new function here. Hang on, look, going back to this thing here. This is the original thing, the original equation. Because we want to investigate f of 3x here. We could draw the graph and then use this technique to squeeze everything inwards. Or there's a better way of doing this. The equation of this new graph here would be this. Hang on. You see, this is stuck in a bubble here. This is a new technique here. This is a bubble here. You put it into here. So it's like this. Hang on. So it's at the moment it's like this, 3x. So you put this 3x into this thing here. So it becomes 3x, and then well, it's like a bubble here, squared minus 2. Well, you put this 3x into this bubble here, so it'd be 3x here. Well, there's no x in this term, so it's just going to be minus 15. Okay. Now this thing here squared will be like 3x times 3x. So number times with a number. So this thing here would be 9x squared, and then this would be minus 6x, and then this would be minus 15 here. Okay, so this equation here, the equation of the new function. Hang on. The equation of the new function is given by this. Okay, our new equation is given by this. So when given a function, yes, you could draw the whole graph and then squash everything together, or you could just use this technique where you put the 3. Well, at the moment you want to investigate this, so you put the 3x into this thing, 3x into this thing, and just tidy up, and your equation will turn out, well, it will give you the equation of the new function. Okay.